Hindi I don't understand, Bollywood I don't understand. Don't get into that game. Be that person that I'm a student of life. And when anything life throws at me, even if it is me dancing to the tune of music or Bollywood, I go ahead and take an action and I move. Everyone with me. Everyone with me. With me. With me. So here's the thing, the next challenge to all of you. You guys all promised that I'm going to be showing up at 200%. How many of you remember that? How many of you remember that? But you know what right now? You know what right now? Only 30% of this room people are superstars. Why? Only 30% of the people. Why? Because they've come here and sitting down saying, I'm so invested for my growth. How many of you remember yesterday I gave an example? Who wants to be a world-class trainer? Who wants to go higher in their life? Me. But the moment it's about to take an action, video tak nahi on ho raha hai. If that slight action is a hard action, guess what? What is going to be life throwing at you? If for 30 minutes we cannot be gifting ourselves 100% of our attention, imagine how much attention we'll be giving to our desire in the outside world. How many of you are getting it? How many of you are with me? Give me WI in the chat window. You look so cute. Thank you so much. Dance करते हुए भी मैं cute लगती हूँ. ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा compliment है. Okay, super. So here's what we're going to be learning. Thank you so much for with me. Now, the first, before we get started, let me announce the winner of yesterday's challenge. So what I decided, I thought that I'm going to be doing one winner of the complete 7 days, but I thought, मजा नहीं आएगा. हर वीक का एक विनर निकालते हैं और हर वीक कुछ अलग करते हैं. So here's what I'm going to be doing हर day का. So the winner of yesterday's challenge, how many of you here actually did the challenge? Give me I in the chat window that you shared your takeaways, you shared, you followed the instructions. Give me I in the chat window that you followed the instructions. So many of you guys, okay, I don't know how you follow the instructions. I didn't get it. I didn't receive any of the tags, any of the, the notification that you have been tagged. The challenge, what was the challenge I joined today? No worries, if it has been missed, it has been missed. So here's the thing. I love the way you all shared your takeaways. Now, what I also want you to do is the complete challenge. So let me share with you all who's the winner. The winner of yesterday's challenge is Karishma Arora. Give a lot of hearts in the chat window. Let's congratulate her for her to be able to make that happen. And she's going to be a winner of one-on-one with me and a gift worth 7,000 rupees coming her way. She did everything. She shared all her takeaways in the WhatsApp. She also shared on the social media and in a very beautiful, creative way. And she also tagged us and Charismatic. So congratulations, Karishma, for doing a fabulous job. Let's see who's going to be the winner tomorrow. Who do you guys think is going to be the winner? If you're going to be the one, give me in the chat window that I'm going to be the winner. Now, for all the ones saying, Shruti, I didn't know how to tag. Shruti, I didn't know Facebook kaise use karna. Shruti, I didn't know how to do the Instagram. What's the definition of confidence? The definition of confidence is that the ability to build trust on your own beliefs and your attitude. You may not know it, but you will figure it out. Stand to every engineer in the outside world who has created Google. How many of you know that? So from today, I want you to be that person who will never say to anyone, I didn't know how to do it. Everyone with me? For nothing in your life, you will say, I didn't know how to do it until you have given your 200% to make it happen. If you have put your 200% to make it happen and still you are not able to do it, that means you just need a little more help. But you cannot say it without putting your 200% and saying, because then you have found an excuse, and this is exactly how we keep finding excuses in our life as well. Everyone with me? Everyone with me? So after I have put my 200%, then only I have a choice to say, ki mujhe samajh nahi aaya. Yeah? So here we go. Let's talk about today. What's the, okay, so a quick, question which I have for all of you. How many of you here in the room agree that you are a slow decision maker? Give me a smile in the chat window that you are slow. You're really a tortoise. Chota. You want it, but you're a slow decision maker. Give me a smile in the chat window that if you are a slow decision maker, tortoise, you are the tortoise in the room. Dheere. How many of you here in the room truly agree with the Dil se, sach mein, honestly, from Dil se you agree that there are certain decisions you have been sitting from weeks, months, kuch ko to saalo ho gaye hai. Give me for the smile in the chat window like, Shruti, same question I had for myself in 2018. Same question in 2015, same question in last year, this year, this moment also, I have the same question for myself. Give me a smile in the chat window. Now, what I want you all to say is, see how many or how all of us are same. It could be with respect to your health, career, finances, or your relationships. But one of the things which I want you to know is some of us have enslaved ourselves into not taking decision. Now, how many of you here in the room agree it is suffocating? Give me A in the chat window. If you do agree, it is suffocating. Because in human existence, one of the worst thing we can do to ourselves is thinking the same thing again and again over the years and being at the same place even after 5 years of our life. Because growth is a fuel to our soul. Growth is a fuel to our soul. And when we stop giving this fuel to our own soul, we scoop out our own confidence. And that's the reason some of us here in the room, how many of you here in the room feel that crunch in the stomach? Hi, give me heart in the chat window. If you feel that crunch in the stomach, that I want to do more, I want to be more, and the crunch goes little more deeper, मतलब ज़्यादा हो जाता है, the moment you see someone on social media, abbe yaar, they are also able to do it. Abbe yaar, look at them, such a happy family, they are going for vacations to Maldives, to Europe, when they lie. It could be either vacations, it could be either money, it could be either work, it could be either career. Bahut. Someone saying bahut. Malika is saying bahut. So here's what I want you to know is thank you so much for sharing those hearts in the chat window and agree to the fact that we do feel that crunch in our stomach. Some of us will feel that crunch in the stomach or in the heart because that's the feedback to you at every moment that you are more than this. So next time you feel that crunch in your heart or in your stomach, you need to tell yourself instead of drowning yourself into it negatively, just tell yourself, wow, I'm made for things bigger than this. Write it down. I am made for things bigger than this. I am made for things bigger than this. That's going to be your new story to every single time you tell till day to yourself that I am not doing enough. Because when you tell yourself that I'm not doing enough, you scoop out your confidence. But the moment you change the story around it, that you know what, it's a feedback to me that I can be bigger than this. It's a new horizon which you pull yourself, you open for yourself. So let's talk about the first fact about the decision. The first fact which we need to know about the decision is decisions are always neutral. They're neither bad nor good. They're neither right, they're not wrong. None of the decisions are right or wrong. Decisions are neutral in themselves. It is which we attach all these emotions around a decision. It's us who say that this was a right decision or it was a wrong decision. So when you're starting with something and you're asking yourself, will this be a right decision? The question itself is wrong. When you ask yourself, is this a right decision? The question itself is wrong because decision is neutral. How many of you here in the room, when you got married, you felt I made the best decision? Give me a smile in the chat window. Some are saying, nah, Shukti, kahan, tab bhi doubt hi tha. How many of you feel at least you were in a better state to say, I'm making a right decision when I'm getting married? And then the moment you got married, 15 din baad, chalo 5 din baadi, chalo 1 din baadi, when the fight got started and the khich-pich began and the chick-chick began and towel idhar, kapde udhar, ye udhar, sara, sab kuch north south pata chala, and then you're starting to watch, are yaar, ye to gadbad ho gaya. Ye decision kaise ho gaya? Not for all of us, for some of us, right? And then you started saying, ki, are yaar, ye kaise ho gaya? Now, how many of you here in the room also know it for a fact that from that day till now, every single day, you're doing your level best? At least I'm assuming. If not, then you need to be in my diamond because I'm making every single of yours relation to be beautiful and loving one. How many of you agree that since then day, you're working on to make it better? Give me B in the chat window if you're working on it to make it better. So what we do is we make a decision and then we start working towards to make it better. We start working towards it to take it to the next level. The worst thing we do to ourselves is, which, I'm going to be sharing it very honestly with you all. I have met some of the people who made the decision and they're regretting on that decision for 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. Because they say it's a wrong decision which I took and now they're living a life of regret for over years. Whereas the fact is, it was just a decision. Now it was their moment to change that decision to making it as good or changing it to the next level. But we as human beings feel that whatever decision I took in past, I need to, and if it has not turned out in my way, I need to pay the price of it for the rest of my life because nothing can be changed around it. How many of you understand what I'm saying? Give me you in the chat window. Some of us would live with that fact all our life that nothing can be done because that decision has been taken. अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. किस किसने ये बातें खुद को बोली हैं? Whether it's your marriage or you bringing up your child or you choosing a career for yourself or you losing the money which you probably earned with a lot of up to kuch nahi ho sakta. That's exactly wherein you are putting a stop to your own growth. Every single thing you want, you can create once you have made a peace with the fact that it was just a decision. It's not right, it's not wrong. I'm the one who can change it. Now, here are the couple of reasons why we find decision making as very hard. The number one is, what is it? You guys tell, what do you think? Why do you find decision making as hard? Thank you so much for those eyes and the hearts in the chat window. Why do you find decision making as hard? Anyone, give me in the chat window. Why do you find decision making as hard? Don't get you into that. What if it does not work? Fear, uncertainty, low confidence, over analysis. We have to choose. We are dependent on others. Fear, thinking about repercussions, confusion. What if it backfires? Absolutely. Too many factors to be consideration. Procrastination because of failure, outcome don't want, analysis paralysis, squared of consequence, fear of failure. Wow, so many of them. How many of you agree some of us are not able to take a decision because there are not enough evidence which you have? You do not have enough information. There's a lack of clarity. Number one. Number two, how many of you agree the reason you're not able to take a decision because today you are living in a life of overloaded information? Reverse of first one. You say abhi ye karna hai, then you see someone else doing something else. Arey yaar, iska bhi acha hai. Ye bhi kar sakte hain. How many of you gone through that also? You see one, then you get distracted. Then you see another, then you get distracted. Then you see another, then you get distracted. I still remember in the year 2020, when the COVID hit, I was like in my lowest low, one of the lowest low, wherein I said, up to sab khatam ho jayega. I have to start finding a job. And during that time, my husband's business was also had gone down. He was out of job. I was trying to figure out my company. And I was like, ghar kaise chalega? And at that point in time, the moment you are low, how many of you here in the room agree that someone's else greatness makes you further feel low? Give me yes in the chat. You see someone doing really well, you're like, mera to kuch nahi ho sakta. I'm so far, so much has to be done. So I still remember someone joining my session and they're saying, you know what, Shruti, after attending your session, I have decided I cannot do this. I cannot be a coach. And I told them, Are, you should have seen me on my day one of the session. You're seeing me on my 500 session. Of course, I'm going to be better than who I was on day one. So please do not compare your day one of the session with my 500 session. How many of us do that? So when this was happening with me in March, I was sitting there, used to open up the social media, look at all the people and keep on wondering, Are Vaya, they're doing very well. Are Vaya, they're doing this. Are Vaya, they're doing that. They're doing that. And what happened? I ended up doing nothing at all. Overload of information. How many of you coaches and trainers in the room? The reason you're not able to launch yourself is because you're still not able to decide कि मेरे को अपना नाम क्या बोलना है. मैं women empowerment coach हूँ कि मैं life coach हूँ. मैं motivational speaker हूँ कि मैं mindset coach हूँ. मैं ये coach हूँ कि मैं वो coach हूँ. मैं ये coach हूँ कि वो coach हूँ. How many of you here in the room are not able to take इतना ही decision? Is it okay if I share the day I decided? Till date I have not decided who am I, which coach am I. कभी ये कोच तो कभी वो कोच. Go and check out my Instagram. उस पे भी नहीं लिखा हुआ कौन सी कोच हूँ. कभी image consultant, कभी personal branding coach, कभी mindset coach, कभी personality coach. I still remember when I became the super 10, I got into first, top 10 out of 40,000 people in super speaker. I got a call from Success Gyan. Hey Shruti, we want to promote you since you are in the top 10 in India. So we want to know what is your designation. Hey Bhagwan, itna tough question. Give me a smile in the chat window if you guys are able to relate. For some of you guys, especially the people into entrepreneur journey. इस question का क्या answer देना है? And then I realized super speaker का सबसे hard part ये था to share my designation with them. And then I wrote 5 designation and I posted in all the groups of my family members, all my friends. बताना यार इसमें से कौन सी अच्छी है. They are the one who selected personality and mindset coach, gave to success. Yeah, they started promoting me, India's leading personality and mindset coach. How many of you feel अच्छा लग रहा है सुन के? Give me a heart in the chat window. अगर अच्छा लग रहा है सुन के, अच्छा सक्सेस ऐसे होती है, डिसीजंस ऐसे भी लिए जाते हैं, right? Super. Thank you so much. And you know what? This one line, if you can take along with yourself, this share, if you can take along with yourself, I'm telling you, you are unblocked for life. How many of you agree to that as well? How many of you agree to that? You're unblocked for life, because I know some of you are sitting on the decision from a very long time. I myself sat on it from a very long time. So here's the thing, not having enough information, having overload of information. The third most important is misidentifying the problem. Mega. In my last 4 years of being a coach, I'm going to be honest and sharing with you all that 99% of the people who came to me for coaching, the problem they come with was never the problem. My diamond members in the room, how many of you agree that the day you got the diamond, what you had the mindset and where you are today, you're like, ये तो कुछ और ही मुझे चाहिए था. Give me a smile in the chat window, the diamond members in the room. I was speaking to Diana 2 days back. She just took a diamond lifetime membership, in September. I was speaking to her. I said, Diana, is it okay if I share? Just show me the raise of hands. Thank you so much. So I asked Diana, why did you take diamond lifetime? She said, I was just finding interesting what you're teaching. I said, Acha. And she said, now. I said, and now? She said, I can't believe so much I can do. And now I want to do this. 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 Because now I know that I can make it happen. Just the desire and interest turning out to finding. And why did it happen? Because in one session which she attended in that room, she realized what she can be. And she's going to be seeing all of that in 2023. I know for that. I told her, ye recording ko rakh lena. 6 months later, you will watch the recording and you say, ye sab bolti thi main, ye sab maine baat kari hai. Because all the members who've been there from the last 3-4 months are saying the same thing. I can't even imagine I was using these statements few months back. So what I want you to know is the third thing is misidentifying the problem. Now, for the ones who are sitting on ye karna, first you so am I even sitting on the right set of problem? Is this a bigger problem for the kind of bigger life I want to create? How many of you would realize and will do this exercise for yourself that the problem you're sitting on right now, not even taking a decision, is actually not even a problem? Give me yes in the chat window if you're going to be doing this. Some of you are already laughing. Hey, Bhagwan, this is a big realization. Okay, हाँ यार, ये तो problem ही नहीं है. I am going and saying, I want to earn 5 lakh rupees in a month. I want to earn 1 lakh rupees in a month. And the problem statement which I'm writing and asking myself is nothing in front of what I want to achieve. Everyone with me? Now draw this triangle. This is a triangle which is going to be helping you, which is the triangle of sitting on a decision. So everyone draw a triangle. So this is a triangle and sit, not sit at the right and left, sitting on a decision. So now you're sitting on a decision. Okay, right in the center of it is sitting on a decision. आराम से परस के क्या कहते हैं वो हिंदी में? आराम से परस के आप बैठ गए उस डिसीजन के ऊपर. हाँ, अभी ना वैसे तो मैं नॉर्थ इंडियन हूँ, पर बैंगलोर आके हिंदी कम हो गया है, तो भी गड़बड़ भी हो गया है. So here's the thing. The next thing which I want to write is on one angle of the triangle, write clarity. On the second angle, write courage. And on the third one, write certainty. पसर के बैठना. Thank you so much, जसविंदर. हाँ, पसर के बैठ गए हम लोग अपने non-making decision capacity पे. So clarity, courage, and certainty. The reason most of us are not sitting on a decision is because we are looking for some clarity, whether it is the lack of information or it is overloaded information. Then we are sitting with there because we have lack of courage. Some of you said, I have fear, what if I fail? Right? From if you have attended yesterday's session, what I said, the more you fail, the more you succeed. The more you fail, the more you succeed. The less you fail, the slower is the growth. You need to run, and when you run, you are bound to fall. You fall, you stand, you run again. Failure is not an obstacle. Failure is your opportunity to growth. Failure is not an obstacle, it is your opportunity for massive growth. Failure is the most integral ingredient of success. You cannot succeed massively if you are not ready to fail sort of jota ways and get up again. Balwan, can we be you in the chat window? This is Balwan for you. I want you all to have a new wiring, new relationship. Make failure as your best friend. अरे वाह, तुम फिर आ गए. इस बार दिल नहीं दुखेगा because I've changed my relationship with you. सारे लोग ऐसे आओ, चलो, हाथ करो. Everyone, take your hand up after you've written Balwan in the chat window. The moment the failure comes, अरे वाह. For the people who do not know Hindi, just do अरे वाह. I don't know how to change it to English. अरे वाह. Failure G, you have come back again. Thank you so much for teaching me the lesson. Once again, Are Vah. Failure G, you have come again. Thank you so much for teaching the lesson. Come on, everyone. Some of you are only watching me doing it. मेरा बहुत अच्छा relationship बन रहा है, आपका बन रहा नहीं बन रहा ये मुझे नहीं पता. So come on, last time. अरे वाह. Failure G, you have come back again. Thank you so much for teaching me the lesson. So this is how we're going to be saying every single time failure hits you. Thank you so much for teaching the lesson. Thank you so much for teaching the lesson. Thank you so much for teaching the lesson. You know, last Jayashri, I'm just going to be sharing this. Jayashri, she was just sharing. She just joined, you know, Diamond in September, and in October she was sharing, you know what, Shruti, my owner, wherein I was running the clinic for a very long time, the owner of that clinic told me, "Chalo, yahan se niklo, agli jagah dhoondho." Now, how many of you here in the room, if you are settled with a particular place and running your business from a long time, especially if you're a doctor, you know that people know you from being here. And if someone comes to you and say, now you find a new place, how many of you are going to be having a fear that now I'll lose my clients? Show me the raise of hands. Assume you are a doctor. What was the story of Jayashri? She said, Shruti, I'm so glad that in 1 week after I've attended the session, now I know my personal story is different. And the new personal story is, I'm going to be finding a new clinic. I'm going to be going to new places. These people were coming to this clinic of mine. I'm going to be telling that I'm moving to this place. And I'm not only going to be having clients from this location. From now, I will also have clients from the other location. Arre vah. Thank God my owner kicked me out of my clinic. Every single thing which is happening in your life, you can say it for yourself whether it's right or wrong. It's a story you're making around it. Jayashri, if you're there in the room, just give me a smile. And thank you so much if I could share your story. The second thing is the lack of courage. And the third thing is certainty. This is one of the core value of human existence. Jayashri is there. Thank you so much, Jayashri. I just shared your share with everyone. So what is certainty? Many of the people are not able to take a decision because your core value is certainty. How many of you are professionals in the room? Give me P in the chat window if you're professionals. Do you guys remember right from the childhood, मम्मी पापा ने कैसे हमें लल्लू बनाया, कैसे लल्लू बनाया? बस 10th grade पास कर लो, उसके बाद तो life sorted. Anyone had parents like me? Give me a smile in the chat window along with it also. बताओ मैं. 10th पास करो, life sorted. अरे 12th class में तुम नंबर ले आओ, देखना फिर कैसे चकाचक life settled. अरे engineering, I was an engineer, so whatever. बस ये वाला तुम पास कर लो, उसके बाद तो life is झिंगा लाला. Now you get into the job and you're still realizing, where is my life Jinga Lala? Some of you right now sitting at 30, 35, 40 of age, 45, 50 and saying, kahan hai Jinga Lala? 10th grade mein mummy ne bola tha, life Jinga Lala hogi, bas paper pass kar lo. And now you're telling the same story to your kids also. Huh? Don't do that. Don't do that. So here's the thing which I want to know. Why? Now what we have done is for all of us, Jayashri says, I'm Jayashri 2.0 and she's only attended 3 sessions of Diamond till date. Only 3. I think 3, or maybe lesser as well. So thank you so much for saying, they say I have pre-diamond, post-diamond. It's like pre-surgery. No, pre-surgery to kuch nahi hota, post-surgery. So here's what happens. You know, all of us, because we have lived our life like tuck, 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 write it down. I lived my life tuck, tuck, tuck. Because of which even today, I want my life to be tuck, tuck, tuck. So from your past to your current, you have lived like ye karenge to ye milega, ye karenge to ye milega, ye karenge to ye milega, and you've kind of reached here. Now at this moment in time, you want certainty in your life that if this happens, I'll surely get what I want. And for some of us, because we have to go to the unknown territory, we have to choose the path which is different from what we have chosen till now. Dhak dhak happens. How many of you remember yesterday got dhak dhak? If this is making sense, give me MS in the chat window. Every single time you are going beyond who you are today, you're picking something which is an unknown territory, the dhak dhak will happen because you're looking for certainty. Because you're looking for certainty. Let me just give you an example. I was just sharing this example with, with in the last diamond, session as well. There was one of the coach who's actually making over 50 lakh rupees per month. We were having a mastermind, and here's the thing which happened. We said, from the last 2 years, every single morning, 5 o'clock, he wakes up, conducts a session for the people, do all of it. Now, how many of you here in the room agree it's hard? सच्ची बताओ 2 साल continuously सुबह 5 बजे उठना सेशन करना is hard. Give me H in the chat window if you truly agree in your heart कि अबे यार क्या लाइफ नहीं है क्या किसी की इंसान की रोज सुबह 5 बजे उठो रोज सुबह 5 बजे उठो कभी कभार तो वीकेंड आएगा फैमिली टाइम आएगा ये आएगा इट्स वेरी हार्ड सो हियर द कॉन्वर्सेशन व्हिच एवरीवन इज हैविंग कि नहीं यार इसमें तो फ्रीडम नहीं है इसमें तो फैमिली नहीं है इसमें तो ये नहीं है तो इसमें तो वो नहीं है इसमें तो ये नहीं है वो नहीं है वो नहीं ऑल ऑफ इट इज हैपनिंग हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एग्री दैट द मोमेंट यू गेट एन आइडिया that conversation begin in your head also. पर अगर ये हुआ, पर अगर वो हुआ, पर अगर ये हुआ, अगर ये हुआ. And here's something which I told all of us. We were like mastermind of coaches, and I said, guys, if I tell you right now that for the next 1 year, you have to wake up every single day at 5 a.m. and do your work, and at the end of that 1 year, you will be making 50 lakh to 1 crore per month as your revenue. How many of you will be ready to do it? Give me SR in the chat window if you will be super ready to do it. ये सारा freedom ये वो सब गया तेल लेने अरे करोड़ आने वाला 1 साल बाद every single month. Life सच में झिंगा लाला होने वाली है. And why did that happen? Because I told you there's a certainty that it will happen and you will say, yes, I will do it. And many of us are not doing it right now because we are not certain about that. So that's a third reason, rather a mega reason why people don't take an action, that I'm not certain. In your mind, you're saying clarity nahi hai, in your mind saying courage nahi hai, but this could be a very huge reason for you to not taking a decision because you want certainty कि ये सही decision ही होगा. Everyone learning with me? If you're all learning, this is making sense. Someone is saying super ready. हम लोग भी 5 बजे उठेंगे, हमें भी करोड़ चाहिए 1 साल बाद. Awesome. All of our diamond members, you're going to be seeing that as a reality, at least for my life to begin with, and then we are holding our hands and making it part of your life as well. Superb. So here's the third triangle, which I want you all to know. So this is the problem we're all with. Now let's find the solution to it. Let's find the solution to it. Draw another triangle. Draw another triangle and say, write in there, decision taken. Write in there, decision taken. Another triangle like this, and write there, decision taken. And what I want you to write on the fourth tip is engagement. First tip, engagement. On the second angle, I want you to write embrace. Embrace. On the third corner, I want you to write emotion. These are the 3 foundations for you to become a massive decision maker. Engagement, embrace, and emotion. Now, let me just quickly explain you what does it mean. Engagement means, this is the pill you are all getting. This is the pill you are getting. Now the intention is starting to work. This is the pill you are getting. Every single time you're stuck on a decision, remember this triangle. The first part is engagement. Know it for a fact, till the time you do not engage yourself into that activity, you will never have clarity. I take small steps. And every single time I take small steps, it opens the door to the next step. Engagement leads to clarity. Action leads to clarity. That's your first part of this magic pill. Your second part is, what is your emotion at that point in time? Check on yourself. Your emotion is coming from the beliefs of the past. And you're carrying those beliefs into your future and continue living the same life. So when you are sitting on a decision, check on your emotions. What is the belief you have? I cannot be rich, but I'm a mother. But whatever is the belief which is stopping you is a limiting belief in your life. Tag them as limiting belief, that they are limiting me. The third thing, which is embrace. From today, I embrace imperfections. From today, I embrace failures. When you take care of all these three parts, which is going to be running in your personality, you will start moving towards your decision. Everyone with me? Everyone with me? And here's the final part which I'm going to be giving to you all. Write this bada bada. Trust. Trust. Some of us have lost trust on our own self. Some of us have lost trust on life. So your affirmation is going to be, trust the process of life. I trust the process of life. I trust myself, because confidence is not about knowing it all. Confidence is about, even if I don't know it, I will manage it somehow. Somehow I will manage it. ऐसे तैसे तिगड़म लगा के, if you guys don't know it, we Indians are the biggest tigdambaj, biggest jugadus. But only if we put mind to it. We're not putting mind to it. If we do not put our emotion to it, then we don't know anything. Then we are constantly stuck here and there. And here's the last part of it. When I say the word trust, which was a mega learning, was given to me by Blair Singer in Making the Stage. The last conclusion of that program was that, guys, if you want to go higher in your life, if you want to be bigger than who you are today, you just need to trust. Trust the opportunity. Trust the people who are coming your way. Just know it for a fact that you do not know 100%. Like I was just sharing the case of Diana. When she came from the lifetime members, giving away, spending, doing an energy exchange of over a lakh, she said, I just had the trust ki kuch ho jayega. Exactly kya hoga, she didn't know. But trust ki kuch to different hoga. And within 3 weeks of time, she realized ki kya mega hone wala hai. How many of you here in the room from today are going to be marrying this concept that I may not be able to figure out 100%, but I'll trust that something will work out, something better is coming my way. Give me trust in the chat if you're ready to marry this concept. Because I want you to know there's so many times in my life when I didn't know whether this will work. I just trusted, yaar, dekhi jayegi. Because koi bhi opportunity bina baat ki nahi aayegi. There was a reason it was thrown to me by universe. And now I need to trust. So I trust the process of life. I trust myself has to be your affirmation. If you want to build stronger in it. The last but not the least, my favorite, right or happy. Right or happy. This is going to be very hard. Usually I don't teach this and, in 30 minutes of session, I go a little deeper into when I have a longer 2-3 hours, but I just want you to write this as a concept for yourself. You can either be right or you could be happy. When I say right, we are saying should. We're living a life of shoulds. बच्चे ऐसे होने चाहिए, मुझे ऐसा होना चाहिए, मुझे, even at the cost of being unhappy doing that. How many of you know what I'm talking? Even at the cost of being unhappy. But I should be a professional. You know what? I should be doing this. I should be doing it. And we're trying to be right. But we're losing the part which is happiness. Anything for that matter in life, we came to be happy. So starting from today, anytime you have to make a decision, just ask yourself, am I being right? Because when you're trying to be right, you're just living your beliefs. But when you're trying to be happy, you're living your soul. Your heart guides you all the time, but your head comes on the way. Ha ha ha. How many feel like ye to bilkul powerful tha? Your heart is guiding you all the time. When you get into the fight with your loved one, your heart does say that I love him. I love her. But you know what your head says? Iski tu aisi ki taisi. Jab ye aayega na pehle to main jaungi. The ego comes into the way. Comes in the way. Yes, everyone with me? Super. So that's pretty much from how to you're going to be embracing the 3 components of your decision maker and using the power of trust and the power of your right and happy. Now, what I want you all to do is make a note of all your takeaways. Make a note of all your takeaways. And what I want you all to do is from today, the mantra you need to follow. And I follow this mantra every single moment of my life from the last 2 years. And from the day I started following this mantra, my life completely transformed. Completely. I'm going to be very honest. I never ever imagined in my wildest dream as well that I'm going to be doing what I'm doing, impacting lives, earning a lot of money doing that. And the heart is full of actually doing what I always wanted to do. And here's the mantra. Simple. I don't know exactly what's going to be there. But what I know is something magical is there. Either this or something better is flooding towards me. Either this or something better is flooding towards me. And your complete shift happens in life. Because then you do not cry and crib when the numbers don't work. This year I made a loss of 9 lakh in one of the month. And I said, wow, there's such a big lesson which I had to learn by making a loss of 9 lakh. And exactly 2 months later, I hit the biggest month ever in my life. How many of you are learning? Give me L in the chat window. So when you hit that, you're going to be crying and engaged. Shruti ne bola tha, heart follow karo, dekho mera to ho gaya gadbad, mera to ho gaya decision. You're going to be saying either this or something better is coming, is flooding towards me. I trust the process of life. Universe is on my side. And I'm also on my side. Because many of us here in the room are not on our side. Do you guys agree to that? This is very deep. Many of us here in the room are not on our side. हम लोग किसी और ही साइड पे हैं. रोज अपना कॉन्फिडेंस को निकाल रहे हैं. रोज अपने कॉन्फिडेंस को निकाल रहे हैं. Super. So what I want you all to do is today's challenge is to share your takeaways in the most creative way. You need to share them on your social media. Tag me. I'm going to be sharing the tag again. The way you tag is @. The moment you put @ and you put Shruti, my name will pop up. You need to tag me. You can take a photo. Okay, photo le le pehle. Everyone here. Come on. Chalo, photo. Before I take the photo, after I take the photo, I'm going to be giving you a practical. How many here wants to listen to a real life story? All of it which I have shared with you today, she implemented and she saw the magic. Show me the raise of hands if you want to hear to a real life story. जिसने ये सब कुछ सुना था few months back and where she is today. Okay, after the photo, I will ask her to share the real life story because I want you all to know this is not just ज्ञान. ये book की language नहीं है. ये life की experience की language. Any which way, if you all know me, I don't teach anything if I'm not implemented in my own life. So photo time, everyone, give me a smile. अच्छे वाला kindle with the in the eyes and nice bright smile. Nice bright smile. Let me just click. Okay, stay. We have multiple people, so it's going to be one second. Keep smiling. Come on, guys. Keep smiling. 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 Okay, the next one. So next page. Keep smiling. Everyone turn on your video and keep smiling. Super. Love that. Okay, how many of you are ready to share, to hear the story? Okay, last 2 minutes for you all to hear the story. So I'm going to be bringing Dolly in here. Where is Dolly? Dolly showed me there you go. So Dolly, I want you to share. So Dolly is someone who joined our Diamond membership in the month of February. And you need to hear from her the pre-diamond and the post-diamond. Now that's the word they also use. Go for it, Dolly.
Thank you, Shruti. Hi, everyone. So I'm with Shruti since February onwards, as she mentioned, and I'm a financial advisor by profession. I have been into this profession for a very long time, but there was always a little desire which, pushed me towards dance. So I love dancing. So I was the first one on the dance floor whenever any party begins, and the last one too. So whenever I start, I used to, just don't stop there. But I was just waiting on my decision to, or you can say I was just waiting on that to grab that opportunity. Last 2 years, I was struggling to become an instructor. So it started during COVID that I was actually, practicing Zumba at home. And after a lot of pushes, everything, still I was not able to get through a Zumba instructor training. So you have a proper trainings for all those things. Finally, after attending Shruti's 3-4 sessions and her programs, I just got so motivated and I just jumped off whenever I got that opportunity. So I've been doing Zumba for the last 2 years, and now I'm a Zumba instructor, official Zumba instructor. So I was waiting for that for about 2 years, and finally March में जब training announce हुआ, I was the first participant to register for it. The other coaches were like, Dolly, तेरा सबसे पहले registration हो गया, and you were the first one to get the place. Because Zumba is a very competitive thing, and to get training under a good mentor is very difficult, especially in India. So श्रुति के वर्ड ऐसे थे कि बस डॉली जंप कर देना, अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगी तो ग्रैब कर लेना उसको, बस सोचना मत, बस that is like we feel it. So I generally just implemented those things, and then I learned. So there is so many deep things. And thanks to Shruti, after that, I have started conducting sessions also. Now I take online classes for our own community, charismatic community. And then I am working under a mentor also in that category right now. And after that, first jump to ho gaya, but itna motivation tha ki last month I completed my second certification. So I am a Bolly Beats instructor as well.
Awesome, awesome, superb.
This was out of nowhere. There were no thoughts. इतना पता था कि डांस का पैशन है और उसको कोई डायरेक्शन देनी है, बट इतने सालों से ना वो पुश नहीं मिल रहा था. Finally वो push मिल गया, and I'm so
Awesome.
that I did that. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for this.
Thank you so much, Dolly, for sharing that. How many of you can feel that energy of Dolly oozing out? That she's doing her financial. She has not left her job. She does all of her work.
I'm doing that as well. I think that was the biggest success for me, because before even thinking कि मुझे करना चाहिए नहीं करना है, the only thoughts behind running are how will I manage my job? How will I do it? Because it's a 9 to 5 job. You need to give your 100%. But I said, the way she mentioned right now, you just need an intent to do it, and you will get your ways done. So
you take first step, the next door will open.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Dolly, for being such a massive action taker and feeling all the fear. It's not that she didn't feel the fear. She just like, I keep telling her that you're just like one of me. Every single time I talk to her, she'll say, Shruti, dhak dhak, dhak dhak. I said, wo to hoega. It is natural to feel that dhak dhak. Now, what we need to do is we just need to keep jumping off the cliff. Now, how many of you hear it in the room? Thank you so much, Dolly. Everyone give a heart in the chat window for Dolly, because what I want you all to know is that in your life, in one way or the other, you would have been a Dolly, or you're going to be the next Dolly in the coming few months and years, despite the, despite the fear. Take that jump. Now, how many of you here in the room are ready to jump off that cliff? Hard statement to ask, but what I want you all to know is jump off that cliff and trust that you will build the wings on the way. You will build the wings on the way. Now, how many of you here in the room do agree that you're literally sitting on the edge of that cliff? Literally sitting on the edge of the cliff. Now you want someone to dhakka. Give me D in the chat. If you're literally sitting on that cliff from a very long time, you want someone to give you that dhakka. And then when you are falling from that cliff, you again want someone's air, someone to give you some air so that you can start flying. You can start flying. I know it for a fact every single one of you can fly, but sometime in the initial time, we just need someone to give us that air, first the dhakka, and then the air under our wings that I need to fly. So what I want you all to know is that this Thursday, I'm going to be doing an exclusive 2-hour session. It's not going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be exclusive 2-hour session. We're going to be opening the doors to our lifetime diamond membership. If you are someone who's looking for a diamond, for a lifetime coach, Thursday is going to be a decision-making day for you. Thursday is going to be a day wherein you need to decide for yourself whether it's going to be me or it's not going to be me. Right now, as I'm talking to you all, we have close to 50 people with whom I am working on the diamond lifetime membership. So Thursday, come with a mindset. What's going to be some of the moment I said that diamond lifetime, some of the diamond lifetime members like it. They literally smile. हाँ हमारा तो हो गया भाई, हम तो हैं, हमारे पास तो हमेशा है ये, हमें कुछ चाहिए, कुछ पूछना है, she's going to be always there. So if you are someone who's really looking forward, this is from my heart to yours heart. We need the dhakka. We all need the dhakka. We all need the air, including me. And that's the reason I keep doing a lot of programs to keep asking someone to dhakka maro, dhakka. Aise I'll do my shoulders, thoda dhakka maro na. And then I say, give me some air as well. So that's what is going to be happening on Thursday. Keep yourself available from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm going to be also giving you all a link for you to register because it's only going to be on registration. We'll also share all these details in the Zoom, in your WhatsApp group as well. So I'm giving you the link. You can feel free to register yourself right away. Let me just give you all right now. So here's the link. This is going to be a 2-hour session, and I promise to you all, you will have massive learning coming your way on that day. I also want to promise you all what I'm going to be doing on that day. I've never ever done in the history of Charismatic You. It's a Black Friday coming on, and that's when we have decided and we kind of crafted something really amazing for you all. So if you are someone who's looking for someone to hold your hand for the rest of your life, this is going to be a day for you to take a decision. Everyone with me? Registered? Everyone with me? If you are all with me and super excited, now give me SE in the chat window. Give me SE in the chat window. If you are with me and are super excited to become an explorer out there, that what's going to be all about. Super Poonam, Karishma, Simply, Jaswinder, Purnima, Poonam, Karishma, Shivani, Karthik. So thank you so much everyone for joining in. You all learned. Please do not sleep without revising. When I give you something, it means one thing. When you go over it and walk over it, it's going to be meaning a completely different thing. Walk over it, write down what are your thoughts around every single point and where are you stuck. Yes, all of you, please make sure you do that. And tomorrow we're going to be meeting to talk about something really awesome. Really awesome. How many of you here want more abundance in your life? Show me the raise of hands like this. ज्यादा चाहिए जो लोग बिल्कुल ऐसे बैठे हैं ना abundance में फिर ऐसी बैठी है इनको शायद नहीं चाहिए उसके पास जाती हूँ how many want more money in your mind, in your life, more joy in your life, more happiness in your life? So tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you all how to change your relationship with abundance, how to take yourself to the next level, because I can give you all the gyan of the confidence, but if your relationship with money is itna, then how do we take it to the next level and start allowing, start taking the gates of the, the abundance coming your way. So tomorrow it's going to be how to build your confidence towards abundance. So see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Now, before we close, I'm going to be playing some music for 30 seconds. Are you guys ready to make some moves? Are you guys ready to make some moves? Yes, yes, yes. For 30 seconds. Okay, so let's close stronger with a lot of energy. And the music will continue going on, but we'll have some dance for the next 30 minutes. So here we go. Okay, let me just bring out some music. Do share your takeaways in the WhatsApp and also on the social media for yourself to win for you to become the winner of tomorrow. Okay, let's do this.